Hello, everyone. News Channel 3, Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson here with a Facebook and YouTube live weather update. Hope everybody's having a good night so far. So far, so good on my end here. It's all quiet, of course, as we await the storm that is going to be moving through here in about 24 hours, actually. And then what is to come behind it, which is also going to be rather challenging, I guess you would say. But it is going to be a return to winter weather. Got about 9:03 on the clock. So like I said, I hope everybody's doing well. You see what's on the agenda here as folks start to come into the room. And again, I appreciate you being here. I've been out for a few days, of course. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll see what's going on there. And I will just ask you to go to Facebook. You'll see I was actually in the Sunshine State for a sort of sad occasion. But it was nice to spend a few days there with some family and also some friends. Now back at it, just in time to enjoy some record warm temperatures. If you, again, follow me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Threads, I was posting on all of those channels while I was down there in Florida. The first day I was there, actually, it was warmer here in West Michigan than it was in Florida. It was a little north of Daytona Beach, so I wasn't in South Florida, where that very seldom happens, especially in the month of February. And it's really odd for it to even happen as it did in North Florida in the month of February. But by the time we got to the end of the visit, Florida was close to its temperatures. And we were getting closer to ours too. Hello to you, Ashley. Ron, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's good to be back. Chris from Farmington Hills. Hey, thanks for checking in there, Chris. I haven't seen you in a little while. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. I hope all is going well with you there over on the east side of the state. Jeanette, thank you so much. Stars are out in Coldwater. It's a nice night for sure. Bring on the 70s. You know, Craig, I think we're going to see some of those coming in here for tomorrow. Chris, you got 64 in Farmington Hills. Appreciate that. Hello to you, Brene, and also Mr. Grand Rapids is in the house. Always appreciate that as well. William, hello. Jody, you're in Florida for the Daytona 500, and the weather was terrible. Well, you know, they were talking about that, about how bad the weather is, or was anyway, and so I was hearing some of that as well. Michelle, hello to you. Mike, happy Monday to you. Kimmy, hello. Hope it hits 70 tomorrow. I think that it will. All right, we got close to 200 people in the room, so let's get moving on it. We do have a lot to go over here. You see what's on the agenda. More record warmth. When I say more, that's because today we'll set a record high. Certainly in Kalamazoo, a new record high temperature. The old record, now we can call it the old record, of 65 degrees, set back in 1944. So 80 years ago on this date, I wasn't here. 80 years ago on this date, we set a record high of 65 degrees. Well, today we went past that with a high of 66. So a new record high on this day. Now, we're going to have another one tomorrow. So that's why I say more record warmth. Tomorrow's record high is in the mid 60s. We're going to probably hit 70. We're going to be close to it. And another record that will be set tomorrow, I can tell you right now with certainty, that wasn't set today. Josie, hello to you in Burlington. Ashley, I don't know. I'm about to call it over. It looks like it. Dan, hello to you. Time to be vigilant for sure, everybody. Good words there from Dan, Chief Dan in the house. Thanks. Jonathan in Lake Worth, hello to you. I was a few hours up the coast from you there. Brandy, I did. Thank you very much. Hello to you. Bernetta in Hamilton. Always appreciate you being here as well. Beautiful day for sure there, Wilson. Hello, Joey from East Leroy. And happy birthday. I'm glad you had an excellent birthday. Oshnell in the house. Lorna. Chris, what's coming to White Pigeon? Let's get to it. Trudy, hello to you. Connie, thanks for that check-in. I appreciate it. Oh, I got you. Okay. There you go. Well, it's good to have you back, Chris, from the east side, holding down the east side for us. Sue, hello. Cindy from Galeen, thanks for checking in. Ryan in Jackson, got your weather radio ready to go. If you've got that weather radio, you get it ready to go, you're going to be in business for tomorrow. We have a weather alert day. This is for tomorrow, but really targeted for tomorrow night. So don't be going through the day tomorrow thinking it's a weather alert day for tomorrow afternoon, though it is a good time to be prepared, of course. It's always good to get prepared early. But really what we're focusing on is tomorrow night. I'm going to go over that hour by hour coming up in just a few moments. Michelle, hello. Sean in Portage. Terry, any more heavy snow? Not in the cards so far. Not in the cards so far. In fact, as I'll show you in a moment, we're going to be warming back up once we get to the weekend. Pretty crazy. This cold snap that's going to come in behind the storms tomorrow night will not last long. Ellie, hello. Vicksburg in the house. Ashley, storm anxiety. Well, it is going to be a little bit stormy, but I think it's going to be a short time. I'll show you in a moment. Beth in Galesburg. Hello, Andrew in Galesburg as well. Sharon in Sturgis. Hey, Greg, you made it back this evening. Thank you so much. Welcome back to you, too. You're on the other coast over there and down south a few hours, right? All right, here we go. More record warmth, weather alert day, storms tomorrow night. That's what the weather alert day is all about. And then big cold coming in on Wednesday. So let's get right to it. Again, the weather alert day that I'm talking about here is for tomorrow night, and we're going to get to that hour by hour. Let's do it right now. We're starting off at 11 o'clock. Skies are mainly clear to partly cloudy now, but clouds will be moving in over the next couple of 3 hours. We start our clock at 11 when skies are becoming mostly cloudy. Now, I do want you to note this, the record high minimum temperature for tomorrow, again, the date tomorrow is going to be February 27th. The record high minimum temperature for tomorrow is 43 degrees. Oh, I don't think we're going to get anywhere near 43 degrees for a low. So I think that's one record that we're definitely going to set tomorrow. We'll keep an eye on that. But as you notice, as we go overnight, our numbers here stay in the low to mid 50s. We don't even get into the 40s overnight. So tomorrow morning, we've got a couple of showers. Chris, coming your way there in Farmington Hills. Looks like you got a couple of showers that are coming round about daybreak. You could have a scattered shower or thunderstorm for the morning commute tomorrow, but not expecting anything severe. So let's move on past tomorrow morning. We get to tomorrow afternoon. Stop our clock here at noontime. And notice now, things are starting to clear out. Lauren, that's very kind. It is boring without you. Well, I could take that one of two ways, but I appreciate it very much. I will definitely take it as a compliment. Janet, thanks for the welcome back. Candy, thank you so much. I appreciate that too, saying the same thing. Sheila in Plainwell, and Dennis is always from Teconcha. Love seeing you here. Robin, still in Fort Lauderdale, heading home on Wednesday. Woohoo! It's going to be quite a shocker. It's going to be cold when you get here, Robin. Richard, hello to you in BC. I agree with that, Linda. Jesse, hello in Allegan. Your daffodils think it's spring. Wait till tomorrow. They're going to think it's late spring, for sure. Lauren, hello to you. Debbie, hello. Thanks for the welcome back. And Laura, not ready for storms here in Centerville, heart of St. Joe County. It is weird weather, Ryan. All right, let's go from noon tomorrow to tomorrow evening. We stop the clock right here at 5. I want you to note temps upper 60s. I think we're going to get to 70. It's going to be awfully close, but I think we're going to get to 70. We got to 66 today. I think we could add a few more degrees to that tomorrow. Even if we don't, I think 68 is safe. And the record high for tomorrow is 60, what did I say, 66, 67? I have that written down here on one of my papers here. Let me just say, 67 is the record for tomorrow. I think we'll get past that. So we stop the clock there tomorrow afternoon. I do want you to note it's going to be fairly quiet, partly sunny. We might see a couple of scattered showers. But the action doesn't start until about after the dinner hour tomorrow night. Boom, we stop our clock right here at 11. So between about 9 o'clock on the early side, 8, 9 o'clock on the early side, and 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow night, that's when we'll have those thunderstorms coming through. You see them moving through right there. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 50s. Again, some of these storms could be on the strong side. This is what we're on guard for here with the weather alert day. Storm Prediction Center, by the way, has us at a slight risk, which is a level 2 out of 5 for severe weather. So that's something that certainly has our attention. Some of the parameters for some strong thunderstorms are definitely there. A couple of the parameters that we're looking at, strong winds and also large hail. Let me move the clock here from 11 o'clock tomorrow night. Stop it right here at 3 in the morning. Notice it's gone. So the window here of opportunity for these thunderstorms is going to be pretty narrow. We're talking about 8, 9 o'clock on the early side to about midnight, 1 o'clock on the later side. So it's not going to be lasting too long, but again, could pack quite a punch. Notice by 3 a.m., our temps have come down now, in some cases, close to 20 degrees from where we maxed out Tuesday afternoon. Watch what happens between 3 a.m. and 7 a.m. Stop it right here, or 8 a.m. Now look at this. Our temperature has come down all the way down into the 30s. So we've dropped about 30 degrees in 12 hours. It's going to be rather dramatic. And the big fall off really is going to be happening, I think, shortly after midnight. That's when the temps are really going to be plummeting. So, of course, it's going to be windy. And, yeah, it looks like we might even have a couple of lake effect snow showers. I don't think that Wednesday morning is going to be problematic as the commute goes, but I do think that we're going to have some winter weather there for Wednesday morning. I stopped the clock there at Wednesday morning at 8 o'clock. I meant to actually go a little bit farther with that. Let me see if I can go back with that and see if it'll let me. Let's do this. Let me go back and we'll watch this again. We'll watch this animation again. There's the clearing for tomorrow afternoon. Again, really warm. Then the storms move in by about, again, 10, 11 o'clock. And then they move out by about 3 in the morning. And why did I guess I just stopped the clock there at 8 a.m. Okay, well, it's going to be chilly. I don't think, though, we're going to see a little rain-snow mix on Wednesday, changing to some snow showers. But I don't expect that there will be any accumulation. Don't expect that there'll be an accumulation. Let's see. Here's San Angola. Damien, I don't think, well, you know what? We're going to have some big thunderstorms. But I don't think that, it's hard to predict what's going to happen beyond that. But it won't be lasting long. Aaron, in Three Rivers, again, there's a chance for some severe weather. Let's get right to that, Sherry. I'll get right to that. Let's move on to this. First of all, I want to look at some of the future rain that we have in here. You'll see the rain is really going to bump up overnight from tomorrow night late to Wednesday morning. We could have some impressive totals. I mean, look at Holland there. But again, this is going to be really spotty. The storms are going to be spotty, and so the pockets where there's heavy rain coming down will be spotty. But it's going to be in and out so fast, I don't anticipate it causing any long-scale problems. Here are the impacts. Here's what I look for the impacts. Again, this is mainly going to be Tuesday night. You see that I have here threats begin Tuesday evening. No earlier, I think anyway, 7, 8 o'clock. Certainly by 9, 10 o'clock, we're going to see them moving in. Between 9 o'clock and about midnight or 1 a.m., that's when I think we're going to be looking at the best opportunity for having some severe weather. Remember this, by the way. Severe thunderstorm warnings are posted by the National Weather Service, and they are for either hail that is expected to be 1 inch in diameter or larger, which is damaging hail, or wind gusts of 60 plus, which of course is expected to be damaging winds. Obviously, if there is expected a tornado, then there'll be a tornado warning, or if it looks like that is imminent. But I don't anticipate that being an issue. You see what I have for the threats here. A strong wind and large hail are the main threats from this storm. The tornado threat looks to be minimal, but I never count it out in one of these situations. And the flooding, I would say, is going to be minimal. When I say flooding, I'm talking about long-term, long-scale flooding. That, I think, will probably be, I don't expect that will be a problem in the longer picture, in the bigger picture. So just something to keep in mind. Thanks very much, Jeff. Good night to you in Ceresco. I appreciate it. It's awfully mild out there. Well, the temperatures right now, okay, that's dealing with segment 1 of the storm. We're going to say this is a two-faceted storm. The first facet, of course, is the severe weather coming through. The second facet of this storm is the warm temperatures that we're expecting tomorrow. Right now, we're in for the most part, mid to upper 50s. Marshall, the outlier, and Lansing and Ionia in the 40s, but most of us are in the mid to upper 50s, even low 60s. You see 60 on the board of Muskegon and also in Benton Harbor. These temperatures are up about 10 to close to 20 degrees from where we were yesterday, right? 10 to 20 degrees from where we were yesterday. Here we go again, right? Here we go again. We had one colder than average day. A week ago before that, we had 2 colder than average days. Everything else in the month of February has been warmer than average by a ton, Look at those numbers on the bottom of this graph. And that will tell you that number, like 28 today, that's how much above average our high temperature was. It's 66 degrees. It's 28 degrees warmer than what's typical. I mean, it is literally off the charts as we look at that. And so again, today's a record high. Tomorrow, let's check it out. Tomorrow's record is at 67. Tomorrow's record is at 67, set back in 1976. I think that is toast. I think that's going to be toast. And like I said, we'll set another record tomorrow. The record high minimum temperature for tomorrow is 43, set in 1987. I think we're going to blow that record away. But it all comes tumbling down behind those storms. Those storms are going to be exiting between about 11 p.m. on the very early side, more like midnight or 1 a.m. But by 2 o'clock in the morning, they're gone. And coming in behind it, our temps are going to be falling fast. so fast that by Wednesday afternoon, we're looking at temps only around 40 with wind chills in the upper 20s and low 30s. It's going to be windy. Going to have to do a Herbie alert for sure because those winds are going to be so strong. So that's something to keep in mind as well. But the old Herbie alert there is low on the totem pole when it comes to priorities. The first thing we need to prioritize is storm safety with our weather alert day tomorrow for tomorrow night. So stay with us on that because we'll certainly keep you posted on that. Again, we're looking at tomorrow night. Primarily, I want to go through it one more time. Let's go back to that hour by hour and show you when we're looking at the best chance for severe weather because I know some folks just got in here. So here we go. We're going with our hour by hour. We're going to do it again starting tonight at 11 o'clock. Skies have become mostly cloudy. Overnight, a passing shower or thunderstorm. Not looking for anything severe, but overnight that's possible. Tomorrow morning's commute will likely be cloudy. There could be a shower or two. By noon, we start to see a few breaks in the clouds. The rain is winding down, coming to an end. We warm up big time. Really warm. Talking about getting close to 70. I think we might hit 70. The record for tomorrow in Kalamazoo is 67 degrees. We set a new record today, broke the record. The old record set a new one today at 66. Tomorrow, the current record is at 67, set back in 1976. I think we go by that. I think we're going to zoom past that. Now, here we go. We started at 5 o'clock. Let's stop it right here at 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. Those storms get out of here. So certainly by midnight, 1 o'clock, we're going to be seeing those storms exiting, moving up to the northeast. And then that's what we're looking at as far as the cold air coming in. Temps are going to be falling fast for Wednesday. Again, I think we could see some heavy rain where some of these are involved, where some of these pockets of isolated thunderstorms get nasty. But I have us on the low flooding scale, on the low end, because this is going to be going through so fast that if we see any kind of flooding, it's going to be the result of some heavy rain that comes down hard and fast, but then overwhelms, let's say, some gutters and some ditches maybe. But once that rain moves out, that stuff goes down pretty fast. So that's why I don't think flooding is much of an issue. Tornadoes don't seem to be much of an issue. This looks to be a straight line wind situation. Never count them out, but it's not expected. But never count them out. We certainly won't. Main impacts we're looking at here are from strong winds in excess of 60 and also the potential for large hail. Okay, so let me get past the temperatures here. You know, I talked about that we're so much warmer than average, and also that we set that record high today, 28 degrees warmer than average. This February has been ridiculously warm, and it looks like tomorrow we'll set another record, and then we get much cooler for Wednesday, Thursday. But you see the temps bouncing back up. I want to get to that 7-day forecast to show you our temps bouncing back up. Okay, here we go. Let's look at the Sealy Auto Group 7-day forecast. There's that weather alert day for tomorrow. Weather alert day for tomorrow. And then the snow showers for Wednesday, especially in the morning. That Thursday, I got to change that graphic. I don't know how that got in there. I think that Thursday is going to be mostly sunny, but it will stay breezy and chilly. And then look at our temps on Friday. They start to rebound. And over the weekend, we're back up into the mid-60s and even upper 60s. Next Monday, we could hit 68 degrees as we get another warm-up. But then we're going to be chilling. We're going to be cool. And actually, I think once we get to the end of the first week of March, crazy, think of this, Friday is March 1st. Friday is March 1st. It doesn't feel like it, right? It doesn't feel like we even went through a February with the way the weather's been, that's for sure. You're right, Lauren. It is great voting weather. Hey there, George. Looks like you can keep your Harleys out. There should be lots of riding, that's for sure. Derecho, I don't think so. I don't think so with this, Ashley. It doesn't look to be tremendously linear here with this, so I don't think so. Let's see. Chesterland. Hello to you, Robert. Thanks for checking in from Buckeye Country. Yeah, you got about the same thing going on that we've got here, Robert. So we're looking at a slight risk for severe weather here. Slight risk. That's a level 2 out of 5. You're right, Linda. If your dog's not a fan of thunder, not going to be a fan of this. Alicia, good evening to you. And Gwen, hello. It's always good to see you. Thank you so much. Lori, ready for the storms in Hickory Corners. Bring on the Morels. Well, there'll be some rain for them, right? Let's see. Sherry, loving the storms. Ed, hey, in Dayton, Tennessee. I was out partying at the beach. I did have a good time. 59 right now in Dayton. Thank you for checking in, Ed. We're about in that same ballpark as far as temperatures go. It's pretty mild here as well. I wasn't partying necessarily on the beach, but I did visit my happy spot there. So thanks for checking in. Ryan, always good to see you. And you know what, Chris, I would say the good news, Chris, for you is that with the anxiety is that it won't last long. I don't think it's going to be lasting long. Mike, hot tomorrow. Woo! That's okay, Chris. You're here, and I appreciate it. That's all that matters. You get another chance at it tomorrow, another crack at it tomorrow. Jackie, hello to you. Ron, put the plow away. Right now, it's looking like it's going to be that's a good decision. George and Dowling, thank you very much. Juanita, hello to you. And Albion, similar story. We're talking about 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock on the early side, about midnight, 1 o'clock, moving out there in the heart of Calhoun County, actually eastern Calhoun County. Rose, back in Billings, got a couple of inches of snow. Oh, you need to come here, right, where it's awfully toasty warm. But thanks for checking in from our Big Sky Bureau. We'll have to give you the BSB. Kylie, Battle Creek, tomorrow looking good, warm. Afternoon sunshine, morning clouds, afternoon sun. Tomorrow night, some storms. But stay with us. We'll keep you alert for sure. It has been a bit of a roller coaster, Kathy. Tyler, I don't think the chances are high for a tornado. I don't think so. Like I said earlier, we're never counted out, but I don't think those chances are very strong for a tornado. We'll be on alert, though. Just so you know how we're covering it tomorrow morning, of course, Jeff is in the saddle because I don't think anything's going to be going on tomorrow morning. I'm going to be joined by meteorologist Colin Rogers tomorrow evening so that we can double team the weather. So we'll have two sets of eyes on that weather and two folks here covering it to keep you safe. Not only on air, but of course online and here on social as well. All right, everybody, I'm going to skate on out of here. I appreciate you being here so much. Sean, you know what? Thanks for the plug on the weather app. I appreciate it. Mike, thanks. Terry, we are a good 30 inches below average snowfall. A good 30 inches below average. It's crazy. It's just crazy. You know, when I was down there in Florida, I ran into some folks there who were from upstate New York, Syracuse to be specific. They're saying the same thing. And, you know, they get more lake effect snow than we do. And they were just saying it's just been non-existent. Mert, thanks for the thanks. Ashtamo, 54 now. I don't know if you're referring to the age, but Shane, if you are or not. It's a great age. Thanks for being here. Sherry, thanks for the thanks. I appreciate that. Sean, good plug on the weather app. Listen, if you haven't updated, you know, on your device here, our free weather app, I highly recommend it. You'll be able to keep up with weather watches, weather warnings. You'll be able to track the storms with live radar, interactive radar going wherever you go. You can tell the app to follow you. I did that when I was down in Florida. I had the app follow me, but then with just a simple pull down, I was able to hit Kalamazoo, hit West Michigan, comes right back up here to show me what's going on. So I highly recommend it. It's a free download. Give it a try with this storm that we have coming through. If you don't like it, get rid of it. It doesn't cost you anything. Ron, we could have hail in excess of an inch. I think that there's a possibility that we could see 1.5 inches, maybe even up to 2-inch hail. It's pretty large, but it's not out of the question. You did hear that. Chris, thanks for the thanks. I appreciate that. And then also Chris over on the east side. Thanks. I hope you have a good night as well. Hope to see you tomorrow, Chris. Both Chris's back here for another one. Shane, age and weather. I got you. I didn't know that you were right. You're talking about 54 degrees. I think because my brain's in February, I didn't even get that as well. Lynn, loving this weather. Right, this winter. And quotation marks, right? Ron, a 2-inch hailstone would hurt in a hurry. You don't want to be outside for that. Good call on that, Chris, or with who you're following. All right, everybody, I'm going to go on out of here so I can get ready for News Channel 3 Live at 10 on the ARC, West Michigan. That starts in 33 minutes. And then I'll be live at 11 on News Channel 3. My good buddy Jeff Porter is back in the saddle tomorrow morning. He's got you with live updates from 4:30 a.m. to 9 a.m., and he's got you again at noon. I'll pick you back up at 5:30, and 6. We'll do another Facebook Live tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. That'll be an interesting one. Hope you join me for that. And then I'll be live at 10 and 11 tomorrow night, too. And I'll be joined tomorrow evening at 5:30, and 6. and then also at 10 and 11 by meteorologist Colin Rogers, who's going to be tracking those storms with me as well. Let's get some rest, and don't forget, by the way, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Threads. Did I miss one? Twitter, Instagram, Threads, YouTube, at Weatherman Keith. The at symbol, Weatherman Keith, all lowercase, all one word. And, of course, on Facebook, WWMT's Keith Thompson. That's where you can find me there. Well, we made it past Monday, so we're going to have a bit of an active Tuesday. Listen, remember, before those storms hit, it's going to be really warm tomorrow again. Short sleeve weather again. And by the way, today's record high is our 4th of the month. Tomorrow, we'll make it 5. We're going to have 5 record high temperatures. That'll be the last for the month. 5 record high temperatures in the month of February. Crazy. I'll have to go back and see if I can do some research and see the last time we had 5 record high temperatures in a month of February. That's pretty crazy. All right, everybody, get some good rest so that we can hit Tuesday hard. After that, we get to our midweek, we get the hump day, and then, of course, we're staring down another weekend, and that's what we're all shooting for, right? Have a great night. Stay safe. Stay in touch with us. We'll certainly keep you alert. I'll be back here tomorrow night. Thanks again, everybody, for being here.